Well, good morning. We are at the 2011 Dallas International Film Festival with the one and only Mr. Larry Hagman. We are so happy to have you here. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Well, you are here to present the Environmental Visions Filmmaker Award. So, what does that entail? What is that award going to mean this year?
I saw 5 of them yesterday, and they're all interesting. They're all very, very good. They're from young kids who were given the task of showing us how to save energy, and they did. They're really interesting stuff. And I don't know how many kids, like 49 or 50, but from all over the state of Texas. I mean, they were vying for this, and I'm going to give these awards, 2 awards tonight for those shows.
And you've been really involved in environmental activism. Can you tell me a little bit about your work?
Yes, about 5 years ago, when a tree fell on a power line in Ohio and blacked out all of the eastern coast and part of Canada, over 80 million people had no electricity for 4 days. Now, if it had gone on longer than that, there would have been people dying. And so I think it taught us a lesson, at least I hope it did, that how vulnerable we are. And so I said, if the infrastructure is so delicate that something like that could happen from a tree falling on a power line, I better look after my little farm. So I have a little farm up in Ojai, California. I grow avocados. And my electricity bill for the pumps and all that stuff was around $37,000 a year. And so I put in solar panels, and now my cost for electricity is about $15 a year.
Wow.
But I had to spend a lot of money to get it like that. So it'll pay off in another 5 years. But then I have free electricity for 20, 30 years.
Absolutely.
And then I've struck up an alliance with Solar World. They make the most solar panels in the world, in the free world. And they have 2 big plants in the United States. They're a German company. So I go over to Germany and work with them over there quite a bit, and also in the United States. So that's my contribution to making people aware of the sun, the power of the sun. Sarah Palin said a few years ago, "Drill, baby, drill." And ours is "Shine, baby, shine." Because when that petroleum is gone, that sun will still be there.
Absolutely.
So that's what I do now.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I think so.
And Solar World is really involved in some great work as well. They're helping out Partners in Health in Haiti, actually.
That's right. I was instrumental in getting them to give some solar panels to about $100,000 worth to Haiti. And we just installed the largest solar installations in Haiti, probably that whole part of the world, in the clinics for Paul Farmer.
Wow.
And so they don't have to rely so much on diesel engines, diesel oil and stuff like that, which is hard to get for them, very expensive and hard to transport. And the sun is just there all the time. So we'll do that.
So, Larry, tell me, of all the charities, of all the body of work that you have done, you know, it's so versatile. What would you consider is your life's work or your life's mission?
My life's work? Well, I Dream a Genie in Dallas, pretty indicative of what I do. And my life's mission would be to help people get over this idea that we have to burn petroleum to get around. Petroleum is wonderful. I mean, we make medicine out of it, and clothing, and just about everything is made out of oil. And to burn it is just such a waste. So I'm advising people. I have 5 Priuses. I get 46 miles to the gallon on those Priuses. And I have an electric car and an electric motorcycle too. And that gets me around very well and very cheaply.
Absolutely. You know, you mentioned that it was expensive for you to go solar. Of course, you have a very large estate. That's true.
Yeah.
But are there some small ways that, you know, people just like our film crew here, you know, small ways that we could contribute to a cause like yours?
Well, turn off your lights when you leave a room or the house, or put it on a timer. Or I have a house with a long, long hallway, and I have it on motion. So if you open a door and come in, it stays on for about 3 minutes, then turns off until there's more motion in the hall. That saves a lot of money, believe it or not. The initial outlay is not that much either.
Well, we're so excited to have you back here. Do you have any fun stories or personal experiences that you want to share that whenever you come back, you think of?
Well, 13 wonderful years in Dallas.
Yes.
And they were thinking of doing the show in Shreveport or Albuquerque, New Mexico, because of the tax benefits they get. But I think everybody persuaded them to do Dallas, any place but Dallas would be a mistake. I'm really happy to be here.
What do you think of them bringing the show back after all this time?
Yahoo!
That's awesome.
And my accountant likes it too.
Well, we like it too.
Good.
Very excited about it. So that's awesome. And it's awesome. You know, I saw the quote on your website, from South Fork to solar panels. So it's phenomenal, the work that can be done, that you've done, and that is still yet to be had. What do you see coming in the future for some of the line of things that you've been involved with?
Well, it just has to be more. Wind power is also very good, but it takes a lot of maintenance. And with the solar panels, they just sit there and make electricity. There's not a lot of moving parts in that. So that's why I decided to do that instead of the wind. But wind is very, very good too. We need all of those things. We use and waste so much stuff. I mean, flying over Dallas at night, you know, you see all these big, big buildings fully lit, and you think, what are they doing with that electricity? Why do they do that? But it's true in every city, not only Dallas, of course. And you go to Las Vegas, and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, the waterfalls and the lights and all that stuff. But until it becomes prohibitively expensive, nobody's going to do anything about it. So it's up to individuals to do it. If you wait for the government, it ain't going to happen in time. I made my pitch. And I'm not going to run for president.
I think it's time for another song.
Deep in the Heart of Texas, we did that?
Yeah, we did that.
Did we record that, by the way? No.
Oh, let's do
We'll
it.
do it again.
No, I'm not going to do it again because I was so embarrassed by my first performance. Oh, thank you, girls. I had a
Thank
wonderful
you.
time.
Thank you. Thank you for coming in this morning.
My pleasure.
Happy to have you, and go check out Larry's website, larryhagman.com. More on solar panels and all the good stuff that Larry's involved with.
You'll like it.